Bitcoin is really a unique asset that does not easily fit into conventional financial classifications. We have seen that in the US, for example, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission had classified Bitcoin as a commodity, placing in the same category, roughly speaking, as oil or gold. However, clearly, unlike traditional commodities, Bitcoin is entirely digital, relies on a decentralized network for validation and securities. And unlike securities, Bitcoin does not represent ownership in a corporation or offer dividends, making Bitcoins completely different from stock of investment contracts governed by the security laws. Some other countries then decided to go a little bit beyond and classify Bitcoin as a currency, while others see it as a speculative asset subject to different regulation and so capital gains taxation. What I'm trying to explain is that it's very difficult nowadays to find a unique classification, and the fragmented way to classify Bitcoin is making very hard and difficult for investors to try and invest using Bitcoins without thinking about the possible consequences. However, allowing unchecked growth without safeguards obviously could expose investors to fraud. Hence, my point of a more harmonized framework. I still believe that all these talks that we are doing, the regulators that are trying to find a unique definition, are very good for investors, because at the end of the day, we are pushing the boundaries a little bit harder than in the past. And I believe that having a unique definition is no longer something possible in financial services. What I'm trying to say is that in the past, when you wanted to define something like a stock or a bond or whatever, it was relatively easy, because once you have defined, it will be the same forever. Can you imagine to try and define something that evolves so quickly and so rapidly with a predefined term of definition? It would be impossible. So my suggestion is to guarantee that investors can really rely on good definition and good regulation. We should change the way we regulate financial services or financial product, Bitcoin or general cryptos, giving a principle-based approach rather than a prescriptive-based approach. Easy to say, difficult to do, but obviously what I'm trying to say is that with all this thinking around, very good job for investors.